Good afternoon, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces. So guys, it's a little later and I'm going to try and head to bed, or take a shower and head to bed. I'm sorry guys, I didn't get much footage today, but what actually ended up happening was, okay, so it barely rained today, honestly guys. Like, it rained a little bit. And mainly just this morning, and then it stopped raining, and it hasn't even been like foggy or like cloudy out or anything like that hardly today. It was a little bit chillier, but it was still like 70, like low 70s, I think high 80 or 60s or something like that. So it wasn't like super cold out or anything, but we ended up not having the festival I was telling you guys about that was supposed to be today, because we were having like a booth for the football program was going to be there. So we were going to go and, help and just try and like register kids that were there and stuff like that, even though it wasn't like a kids carnival attractions kind of festival kind of thing. It was more like a booth festival, like a flower kind of festival, like spring, I guess, even though it's like very late. Well, yeah, pretty late spring. I mean, it's May, so not super late or anything like that, but we were going to have a booth for that, but they ended up canceling the festival. I don't know if they're rescheduling it or it's just being canceled altogether or what's actually happening, but it ended up not happening for today. And so I was up at originally like 7:30 or something like that, or maybe 8 o'clock. And my dad told me, he was like, oh, it's canceled. So I was like, okay, so this is canceled. I'm going to go back to bed for a little bit because, I went to bed a little bit later last night. So I was like, okay. So I get up, and then at 10 o'clock, and I was like, all right, I'm going to get up. I have no clue what happened. I was on my phone, and all of a sudden I fell back asleep until like almost like 11:30 or something like that. I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? I have no clue, honestly, guys. And I didn't even go to bed like super late last night. Like, it was kind of late, but it wasn't even like really that late for me to fall asleep. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on? So yeah, anyways, tonight I'm probably not going to be in bed super early either. So tonight's not going to be a really good night for me going to bed early or anything like that. But I also was like, you know what, today and yesterday were like, even though I'm really trying to get back onto a good sleep schedule, like going to bed early and waking up early, I was like, it is the weekend. So, I mean, like, I kind of cut myself some slack when I maybe shouldn't, just because I should try and go to bed just so that I get myself readjusted and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, guys, that didn't end up happening. And then too, so the festival ended up being canceled this morning, which, like I said, it rained a little bit, but it wasn't like thunderstormy like they said it was supposed to be raining all day and stuff like that. So they ended up canceling that, right? And the Cubs game got canceled too, which apparently, like, it was raining more in Chicago, which we're like an hour outside of Chicago. And so apparently it was raining like a little bit more, but like not too bad, and they ended up canceling the game, even though, like I said, like by us it wasn't raining like at all, almost. And so, like within an hour difference, I was like, either like they just got constant rain, or else like they canceled it prematurely and realized that we didn't actually get that much rain, because they tried to play, what was it, yesterday, or yeah, I think yesterday, and they ended up like going into rain delay for like over an hour and stuff like that. And so, yeah, it was just kind of crazy. But I was like, it was supposed to be this really bad thunderstorms, all day, and just storming and raining and nastiness and stuff like that. And it actually turned out to be not half a bad day today. It was soggy outside and stuff like that from it raining so much. But anyways, we were productive today, guys, with our time. We gave all 5 puppies a bath, and I did get a little bit of footage from that. When we gave them a bath, if they get their heads wet, which I noticed is the case with most dogs if you were holding them, because it happened with Ike too. At one time I gave him a bath in the bathtub, but I picked him up and had him in the shower. And when he got like the water or whatever on his like head, he pretends like he's like doggy paddling, and all the puppies did it too when my mom was like bathing them and stuff like that. And so it's super cute though, because it's like they're like trying to swim out of water. And I just remember like Ike did that all the time whenever he'd get a shower or anything like that, where his head would get wet, where he wasn't standing, like if I was holding him or something like that too. Sometimes I'll hold him like in the slop tub or in the bathtub or whatever, just so that he doesn't try to like run away or whatever. And if I'm holding him, then he ends up like pretending like he's trying to swim and stuff like that. It's super cute. So I'll insert that footage for you guys.
Somebody's getting a bath. Somebody's learning how to swim today too. Are you doing the doggy paddle? Doggy paddle. Doggy paddle. Doggy paddle. Are you doing the doggy paddle? Going faster. The closer to the water you get, the faster you swim. What a good girl. Who's having a teddy?
That was the only thing I ended up recording earlier today, but yeah, was having a problem too with my memory card again today. It wasn't reading it on my camera for some reason. I have no clue why. I don't know if it's my camera or if it's a memory card, because I've only ever had a problem with this memory card and not my other ones that I know of. But this is also the one I use the most because it has the most memory in it, so I'm not really sure. But it could just be a problem with my camera, like it's not fitting in the camera slot thingy or whatever anymore. So I'm not totally sure, but I am going to take a shower and wash my hair before I head to bed tonight. And then I'm hoping that today will be the last night I'm up late, and then next week, hopefully, I will be going to bed early and waking up early. I didn't do too much else as far as like, you know, food and stuff like that, or really even laundry or dishes or anything too much today. But on top of that too, we did give, like I said, the puppies a bath, but my dad also ended up installing the bathroom sink faucet, which has been broken for quite some time. But the problem is that it was broken for a while. My dad actually ended up replacing the faucet because the handle, the knob broke, which was, I think, in a vlog, one of the first vlogs we ended up recording. It ended up breaking. Got replaced a little while later, and then because there hadn't been any water in there, the pipes all pretty much like got all clogged up and stuff like that. And so my dad had to go into the crawl space actually and and do a ton of pipe work because I guess what he was saying too is that there was no way for him to get in there to like clean out the pipes that go for, in the bathroom, or I guess specifically that sink, the one in the kitchen and the one in the shower, and I think even in the slop tub have their own thing where like you could take it out in case you needed to clean it, but this one doesn't have one of those, so my dad had to like install it or something like that. And then he also had to install valves too, because we can't turn the water off underneath the sink in the bathroom, so he had to do that. And I think only the hot water right now is working. I don't think the cold water is working, but we do have working water in the bathroom, which is really awesome because, you know, mostly it's like hand sanitizer, or else we wash our hands in the kitchen sink because, you know, the bathroom sink hasn't been able to work because it's just been, if you turn on the water when we did get the faucet put in, it's just been filling up with water basically, which isn't good either. So luckily that problem all got fixed and stuff like that. We've had a lot of plumbing issues and stuff like that, which now that my dad like knows how and what he needs to do, we haven't had a problem with the bath or the shower like clogging up or anything like that, or the kitchen sink, or the well, the slop tub still sometimes gets a little, like if it's draining from the washing machine, sometimes it'll rise kind of high just because there's a lot of water over a very short period of time that ends up going in there. But for the most part, it's actually not that bad, as bad as it used to be. But yeah, I think like all of our plumbing problems are fixed. So that was the other adventure for today. But, you know, we did get some stuff done, which is good. Not as much as I wanted to, but again, I woke up late today because I kind of went to bed late, but I'd like to try not get up super late tomorrow. So I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.